Hello everyone. Today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do a NFL National Football League Week 1 prediction. Something that I always wanted to do. I grabbed myself some gum and a drink. And my notebook. To just go over each matchup so we can predict which team that I think will win for the Week 1 matchups. So just sit back, relax, and listen to me yap about my predictions. Okay. So Week 1, we have Cowboys playing the Eagles at Philadelphia Thursday night, September 4th, kicking off the kickoff game for the 2025-2026 NFL season. It will be a primetime game, Thursday night primetime. And for this matchup, I think it's pretty obvious that the Philadelphia Eagles are the favorites that coming into this game. They're defending champions, and I can see the Cowboys winning this one, but it will be really hard because the Eagles' defense is extremely loaded in every aspect of their position. Defense, they got what's his name? Cooper DeJean. They got the Mitchell guy, I think, that I wanted, during that draft. And their defensive line's loaded as well, and the linebackers. Just every single aspect of the defense is absolutely loaded. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles winning this one. Okay, so that will be the first game of the season. Now we're gonna move up to Friday night, September 5th, 8 p.m. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Classic matchup, Mahomes versus Justin Herbert. I believe the past few times Mahomes has had the upper hand over Herbert, but in this matchup, I'm gonna go with the Chargers, just because I believe in Justin Herbert and their coaching staff, Jim Harbaugh, and their Lamb McConkey, their new receivers, and their new running back, Hampton. I really like him. I think they'll have a strong running game and passing game. And the Chiefs, Mahomes is Mahomes. He obviously he'll find something to win, some way to win, but I don't know. I just think that Chargers will win this game. Hope. But this game is gonna go crazy though. Mahomes versus Herbert is always a must-watch matchup. Okay. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. If you didn't know, my favorite team is the Indianapolis Colts. And if you didn't know that, the Colts haven't won Week 1 in 13 years. Yes, 13 years. 1-3. And somehow we always lose lose to whoever we play in week 1, just because it's a curse at this point, right? And I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts just because, not just blind beliefs, but I think the Dolphins are their defense is just not as good as before. I believe their defensive backs, their DBs are just hurt. They actually claimed a DB from the Colts that we actually waived him, Juju Brents. So that'll be interesting to see how Juju Brents play against his former team. I don't know, man. I just think Tua is not the answer. Obviously, they have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but I'm gonna go with the Colts, just because we have good offensive weapons. We have Tyler Warren, we have Josh Downs, we have Jonathan Taylor. On defense, we added what's his name, Charvarius Ward, Xavier Howard. So yeah, I think we're gonna break the curse this year. So, okay, next we have the Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers playing the New York Jets. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I know people say, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers is washed," blah blah blah, but yes, Aaron Rodgers might be washed, but he has weapons like DK Metcalf, Jalen Warren. His line's pretty good. The Steelers' defense is always good, and the Jets are the Jets. I'm not trying to throw shades, but Justin Fields, yes, he's athletic, he can run, but can he get the ball to his number 1 receiver, Garrett Wilson? I doubt it. I have a lot of doubt, and I hope he proves me wrong. So I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a tough one because the Jags, they're just so unpredictable. They could be really good, but they also could be really bad. Yeah, I know that they drafted Travis Hunter, but it really all depends on how Trevor Lawrence plays, and he's just such an unpredictable quarterback. On the other hand, Panthers, I really believe they're building something. They got T-Mac, they got Ted McMillan from the draft, giving Bryce Young that true number 1 receiver, and they have. I know their line is actually getting really good. Their O-line, giving Bryce Young time to throw, protect Bryce Young, and Bryce Young is playing better game to game, as we can see from last season. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Panthers here. Okay. Next we have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. There's so many memes going around that the Saints are not going to win a single game. Because their team is just not good. They don't have good players in any position. Spencer Rattler is their QB1, and I just can't find any reason for them to pick the Saints over the Cardinals. The Saints are just not good this year, and that's why I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just better than them in every aspect. So I think that was a pretty easy pick. But you never know. It's the NFL. You never know what's gonna happen. Okay, next we have the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Another New York team, and they've been so bad the past few years. And they got Russell Wilson, drafted Jackson Dart in the first round. What else did they do? Oh, they also drafted the edge rusher from Penn State. What's his name? Shoot, I'm brain farting. But yeah, that really good edge rusher from Penn State. But the Commanders, they're really good. They have Jaden Daniels. They have what's his name? Oh, Terry McLaurin. But I could see how Commanders could lose this one, just because how good the Giants' defense can be. But the Giants' O-line, I think it's still really, really bad. So if I would make a choice, I think I'm going with the Commanders, just because they have Jen Daniel, and Terry McLaurin, and yeah, I can't give too many reasons. Just my instinct says Commanders. Okay. Anyways, next we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Penix Jr., former Indiana Hoosier football player, taking on Baker Mayfield. This is a tough one. The Falcons, I don't know too much about their team, but I know their run game is really, really good. Obviously, they have Bijan, but the Bucs are good. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. I know that Chris Godwin is going to be out for several weeks, but they drafted Amika Abuka, which I believe is really, really good. Who's that running back? Is it Rashad White or something? I forgot his name. I'm just gonna go with the Bucs because I think they're just better overall. Okay, next we have the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Cleveland Browns. Dude, the Bengals O-line is atrocious. Almost got Joe Burrow killed in the preseason game. I know the Browns is, you can look at them and you could say, oh man, they're poverty. The quarterback position poverty. They have three quarterbacks. They have Joe Flacco at the QB1. But I truly believe the Browns are going to be a good team this year just because Joe Flacco, yes, he's 50 years old, but he can still be a decent quarterback, and that's all they need to win. Their defense is extremely good. Their offense, I don't know. Oh, they have Jerry Jeudy. I believe it's really good. If Joe Flacco can feed him the ball like Jameis Winston did last year, I think they will win plenty of games. And yes, the Bengals have really good offense. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. But their defense is horrible. And their O-line's horrible. So I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns. Okay. Next we have the Las Vegas Raiders playing the New England Patriots. This is always a tough one because the Raiders, on paper, they do look pretty good. They got Ashton Genty, Geno Smith, but they got Brock Bowers. They got Max Crosby. But the Patriots, though, they just built so much. They built their defense throughout this offseason, through the free agency, and they drafted. They got a couple receivers that I think it's going to be really, really freaking good. Kyle Williams, what's his name? The undrafted, the undrafted rookie. He's really good. Also, Travion Henderson's going to be a stud, and I think Drake May is going to be good as well. So actually, I'm gonna pick the Patriots over the Raiders. Okay. Next we have the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers, playing the Seattle Seahawks. I think the 49ers right now, they're just, Christian McCaffrey's coming off of a injury. I forgot what kind of injury it is. And Brandon Ayuk is also, I think he's also hurt. He's not ready to go. And Juwan Jennings is also hurt, not ready to go. So George Kittle is kind of their only receiver. And yeah, they have that. They drafted a receiver from Florida. What's his name again? Oh, Ricky Parshall, I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But I'm gonna pick the Seahawks just because they have a better team overall, and they're healthier. They have JSN, Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp. I just think Seahawks is gonna win this one. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans playing the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. The Broncos are just better overall. The Titans, they're just, they're not good. Next, we have the Detroit Lions playing the Packers. If you didn't know, Micah Parsons just got traded to the Packers, but he has a L4, L5 spine, it's a facet joint injury. That's the spinal cord, the vertebrae, the joint that's connecting one vertebrae to the next. This joint's called the facet joint, and he sprained it. He has a sprain in this joint, and the doctors say that if he wants to play this season, he's gonna have to have epidural injections before every game. Do you see what the problem is? The Packers traded 2 first rounds and Ryan Clark, a very, very good run stopper, to the Cowboys. Micah Parsons, who is probably not gonna, who's gonna either play with injuries or probably not gonna rest. So I think the Packers are in trouble. And some of their receivers, I think it's, what's his name? I believe Romeo Dobbs and, what's that receiver called? Shoot, I forgot. 2 of them. 3 of them, actually. Christian Watson's? Yeah, he's also hurt. So the only receiver that's really, that's probably going to be good is Matthew Golden. And obviously you have the tight end, Tucker Kraft. But other than that, where's your firepower? You don't really have any. And then, and the Lions are just the Lions. They're really freaking good. All really good offensively and defensively. So I'm going to go with the Lions. And then of Texans versus the Rams. For the Texans, Joe Mixon is probably, inside source says that he might be out for the year due to his like an ankle complication. We don't know what it is. They don't want to reveal it. And then for the Rams, quarterback Matthew Stafford is back to practice, but we don't think he's 100%. And the Texans just traded their left tackle, their all-pro left tackle Tunsil to the Commanders. So their line, their O-line, we don't know how good it is. It might be garbage. But their defense is really freaking good. But the Rams, though, they have Puka, they have Devontae Adams, Matthew Stafford. I'm going to go with the Rams. Okay. Next we have the Baltimore Ravens playing the Bills. I'm going with the Ravens. Just because the Ravens they have Lamar Jackson. The offense is, in my opinion, better than the Bills. They got Bateman. They got, man, I'm brain farting. Bateman. They got Mark Andrew. They got what's his name? That receiver, the fast one. I'm actually brain farting. Yeah. And the Bills, yes, they're really good. They have Josh Allen, but their receivers, though, I just don't think it's that great. Josh Allen's gonna have to do some Superman stuff again for them to win, and the Ravens' defense, guys, is just crazy. Jair Alexander, we don't know if he's good to go for Week 1, but he's really good. They got, I think Wiggins is okay, but he's fast, but he's not bad. Humphrey's really good. Safety, Kyle Hamilton, and the rookie from Georgia, what's his name? The safety from Georgia, they just drafted, what's his name? Oh yeah, Malachi Starks. He's going to be a stud as well. Linebacker Roquan Smith. Whoa, they're just so good. Okay, I'm picking the Ravens. And lastly, but not the least, we have the Vikings playing the Bears. I'm going with the Vikings. The Bears are just poverty. I'm sorry if you're a Bears fan. I just don't think. The Vikings are just better. I hope I didn't offend anybody too much in this video. There's a train going by, so yeah. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Again, this is just for entertaining purposes, nothing personal, purely from my opinion. Please let me know what you guys think. Yeah, please don't feel too offended if I talk down to your team. It's all love. I hope you guys enjoy the opening game, Week 1. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited to watch football. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is a new type of video. I just wanted to try. I really enjoy watching football, and that's why I wanted to do this. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.